Are you rooting for Goff to fail? Point blank.
I think Goff is a bad quarterback. I'd love to see him bring the Lions into the playoffs and win a playoff game, but it's not going to happen.
I'm telling you, man,
No.
if he's their guy, that's what they'll do.
No, he's not their guy, though. He's a guy. And these coaches that are winning games with these guys, they're damn good coaches. You know what I'm saying? They obviously know what they're doing, and they say, hey, this guy is meh. I can win with meh, but I want to win a championship. Let me get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that this is a critically important topic that everybody's missing a little bit right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I continue to get the feeling that Goff is going to be the guy here. I'm getting that feeling. I'm getting that feeling. And I think Zeke is right, that there are people that I get that sense that might be rooting for Goff to fail. I do get that feeling.
I don't know that people are rooting for him to fail. They're just like, they're being, I don't know, they're observing like what's going on. He's not good. I don't root for him to fail. I talk crap about him. I don't think he's a great quarterback, but ultimately the better he plays, the easier we could trade him, versus like just cutting him and we get something back for him. And like Brad Holmes was on an interview last night with Rich Eisen, and they asked him about that. They said, hey, what's the quarterback situation? Obviously, you guys didn't address it in this year's draft. Was that due to the talent level or due to like what are your plans? And from Brad Holmes' mouth per interview, he said Goff's the guy this year, and he specified this year. He said if there was a guy there that we truly believed in, we would have taken him. We want to win. That's our goal here. So he didn't fluff anything last night in the interview with Rich Eisen. So I don't think that there's a commitment past this year with Jared Goff. And he was going to be here this year regardless, man.
And I understand that.
$30 million on the books. Didn't matter if we drafted somebody. He's in the field.
I'm not talking about go get a quarterback or the stupid Baker Mayfield thing or anything like. I'm not talking about any of that stuff. What I'm talking about is I just get the feeling that they're going to roll with him. And I think Zeke is right. I think that there is a contingent of Lions fans that want him to fail.
Yeah.
And for me, I don't understand that logic.
It's silly. I mean, I guess we'd have to hear them out. If there's a point where they want a higher draft pick to get a quarterback, then maybe I guess I could understand that route. But some of it's just selfishness, so they could talk their blue-ha. I'm trying so hard not to swear, guys. I'm sorry. So they could talk their crap to their boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told you he was trash. It might be a little bit of that. Because how people get when you're talking, you're chirping and like, gets a little feisty. And you just want to be right at the end of the day. Because it hit that level.
No, easy. I don't. What is that
touch
like?
that button.
I don't roll like that.
No?
When have you ever heard me come up here and say, I told you so?
Joe Dumars. Oh, yeah, exactly.
When?
I mean, you don't.
20 minutes ago?
A little bit, yeah.
20 minutes ago when we were talking Tigers. Are you rooting for Goff to fail? Point blank. Because I think there's more of those people out there than we think that there is. Are you? How about, and I'll put it on you, Spencer. Because every time I say his name, and every time I've ever talked about the fact, guys, I think he's going to get an extension, man. That's the sound I get from you every single time. Whether you've had 8 drinks, no drinks, we're downtown, we're here in the studio. That's the response that I get from you every single time. Yeah. So are you rooting for him to fail?
I'm not rooting for him to fail. No one would be happier than me if Goff goes out there and throws for 4,500 yards and 30 touchdowns. The Lions win 12 games. I would love for that to happen. Now, that's not reasonable because I think Goff is a bad quarterback. So I'm not rooting for him to fail. Like I said, I would love to see him have success. I would love to see him bring the Lions into the playoffs and win a playoff game, but it's not going to happen. Because that's not who Jared Goff is. And I would love for him to have success. I would love for him to win this division, to go crazy, to earn that $30 million a year. But reasonably, I don't think it's going to happen. So I wouldn't say I'm rooting for him to fail, but I expect him to be bad. Maybe not to fail, but to be bad.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think people are like necessarily saying they're rooting for him to fail versus like them giving their true expectations of him and what he is and what he's shown. People try to throw you his numbers from 2018. That's a totally different team, totally different scenario. And by the way, I was a little smaller than this 2018. I fit a different pair of pants. You know what I'm saying? I made a different type of girl. That's not the case today. Well, I am doing certain things today, but this is a long time ago. He's not the same guy. You know what I'm saying? None of us are. Goff isn't that guy from 2018. But he's here with us. Rooting for him to fail is like rooting for the team to fail. If that's what people are doing, that's kind of silly. Why are you tuning in to watch?
Bob says Lions game could get flexed to Sunday night if they're playing well in December or January. Yeah, and I get that. And that is something certainly that is out there because that's what they do coming down the stretch of the season, especially if there's a quote-unquote playoff race like the Tigers, right? Tigers and the Lions, man. Will they be on the graphic?
Yeah.
The Motor City Kitties.
There you have that. Doughboy Steve says Goff's won as many games as Brady since coming into the league, 45, and that includes last season. So eat a D.
If you're honestly comparing Jared Goff to Tom Brady, you're an idiot.
Who said that? What was the quote? What was the comment?
Goff's won as many games as Brady since coming into the league, and that includes last season.
Wow, that person needs to be slapped.
Is it factual,
Will Smith
though?
Style. I would not believe that that's factual. No,
It probably is because he played for the Rams.
But
Right.
what? And winning's a team. Like it's a team effort. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, man. Who said that?
That was our guy Doughboy Steve.
Come on, Steve.
Zeke says if he plays great, why trade him for the unknown? And that's just it. Like, again, be prepared for the possibility that you hear of an extension, especially if he plays well this season.
I don't.
Be prepared, man.
I don't know.
Because what else you gonna do?
Draft somebody. Trade for somebody. The Browns just did it.
If he's playing well, why would you trade
Rams
for
did it.
somebody?
Well, is he playing Jimmy G well, or is he playing like actually well? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we?
I don't know.
Are we
That's the
winning in
question.
spite of him, or are we winning because of him? You know what I'm saying?
Steve Brown says Neil may have 2 furnaces and check out with too many groceries in the express aisle, but he's a good dude. I appreciate that, Steve. Thank you, man.
You would read your own like positive comments. Yeah, Steve says I got a big one. I'm just kidding.
Are they coming with facts? Like that's all. That's always the question. Pistons fan 11, guy who wanted Malik Willis at 2. God, it's nice to finally have someone else here that knows football. I never called for it.
I think he's talking about me.
Is he? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is he? Okay, cool.
Oh,
That makes sense.
I can't tell if he's coming at me or coming at you. Yeah, you did one.
And like I said multiple times,
I was prepared to deal with it.
I knew they weren't going to. I knew they were going to take Edge. I thought they were going to take Kayvon, but they took Hutch.
Yeah.
I was just so desperate, so thirsty for a quarterback.
thirsty, dying of thirst. No, I mean that's a good question. Do you trade him? He does well this season. If they win those 10 games, do you trade?
No,
Goff?
because what's
Extend him.
if they win 10 games, then they're a playoff team. Mm-hmm. What playoff team has a quarterback that plays well and then they get rid of him? Like, how does that work?
49ers,
The Rams
the Rams, who just won the Super
with
Bowl,
Jared Goff.
the Browns.
Right, but you know what I'm saying? Like how it's not going to work that way.
That's what I'm saying. It can happen. It does
It
work
wouldn't
that
happen
way.
in Detroit.
The Rams literally just did it win the Super Bowl. The Browns taking their attempt at it. The 49ers are taking their attempt at it. Like, it happens. Like, these coaches that are winning games with these guys, they're damn good coaches. You know what I'm saying? They obviously know what they're doing, and they say, hey, this guy's kind of holding us back a bit. I can win. This guy is meh. I can win with meh. But I want to win a championship. Let me get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like the amount of support for Jared Goff
Blows my mind.
blows my mind.
Blows my mind.
Like, I understand we want him to be good, and we want him to win games. He's our quarterback. We want him to win games. But the way people fight for him is just mind-blowing. If you watch this guy, you know what he is at his best with a fantastic team littered with Hall of Famers around him. He couldn't score a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
I think he threw 1 touchdown the entire postseason as well.
yeah.
They just know. You just know. I mean, Sean McVay, look at the football savant he is. Didn't want him. You got rid of him.
Tactile Puma says, why would they extend him? He still has 2 years after this season. And here's my logic behind it, Tactile Puma, and what my business thinking and how I would deal with it.
Ass.
If he's my guy, every minute that you wait, because again, I'll go back to it. What's the alternative? 1, and then number 2, if I know that this is going to be my guy, every minute I wait, price goes up, right? The better he plays, you could extend him at a discount to the market. You'll lock him in for a few more years if he's going to be your guy. Because I keep coming back to that. Everyone just says that, trade for a quarterback, draft a quarterback. Mm-hmm. Like, that sounds great to say in this fantasyization sports world that we all live in, where we just go to the waiver wire and pick somebody up for a week.
Yeah.
In our fantasy teams. But in real life, it doesn't work that way. Just draft a quarterback, just trade for one.
You gotta try it.
Would I have given what the Browns gave for Deshaun Watson?
Yes.
No, I don't know that I would have.
I would have.
I think, yeah, maybe.
I think, yeah, maybe.
I don't like the money they're paying him, but
I mean, all that whole package, right?
And that's
that
part of the Goff
contract,
thing, too.
the draft capital. I mean, that was a massive investment. Massive investment. I don't know that I would have done that. but maybe I would have. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would have.
I mean, it's tough for them too because like they've much like us been struggling a very, very long time, and they're right there knocking on the door. They got Amari Cooper, they got a phenomenal defense, and a lot of those guys locked in on rookie deals, and they're just going for the gusto. Is that a thing? Is that a word? Is it the saying?
Yes.
Going for a gusto.
GW the kid said the Rams didn't have Von Miller when he was there either. Yeah, but they had Akeem Tlaib, Marcus Peters. You listed them all.
Ndamukong Suh, Aaron Donald, the same defensive line, Robert Quinn, Chris Long.
And no first-round picks to pay their fifth-year options.
Yeah, Todd Gurley. Like, come on.
Yeah, Dante Fowler.
And you guys know, like, I'm draft capital geek and contract elite and stuff like that. That doesn't get talked about enough.
No.
What?
That they have no first-round picks, so they don't pay any fifth-year options. So that's $10 to $15 million, depending on the year of the draft, that they get as a cap bonus, I guess you could say.
But a fifth-year option is a lot of times a discount on a guy. So I don't want to say it's negative.
Well, not every time.
Yeah. Depends obviously if the guy pans out or not.
Right.
But yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? They don't have first-round pick contracts that they have to deal with. That's why they can go get the Von Millers and the Ndamukong Suhs and all that kind of stuff. It's savvy.
And when they do what they do, too, with the trades, when you're maneuvering the cap space like that, you know how the teams are stuck with the dead money. So when they got a Von Miller, it was on a discount. When they got Matthew Stafford last year, it was on a discount because we were paying the other $20 million of his contract. And that's why you're Mr. Draft Capital or cap space, too. Like, it's a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Bob's Big Boy says it very well, and this is exactly my thinking with it, too. Goff's only 27. If we win 8 to 9 games this year, extend him to age 33, team-friendly deal makes sense. Keep it around 25 to 28 million with incentives. And, I mean, we could haggle over the prices. I think it would be north of 30, 31, 32-ish. I think that would be team-friendly as the numbers continue to climb. But that is, if you have a quarterback for $30 million that you can ride with, that's what they'll do. I'm telling you, man, if he's their guy, that's what they'll do.
No, he's not their guy, though. He's a guy. He's a guy it's easily replaceable. We saw it when literally Sean McVay started, what's his name? Sean Wolf or Derek Wolf. He wanted to start him in the playoff game last year. Like, he's not the guy. He's a guy. He's easily replaceable. When you have a guy like that, you don't pay him $30 million if you could find another guy like that off the market. You just don't.
Patty Grimes said, save these clips so when Goff balls out next season, we can show all these guys.
That's cool, dude.
If Jared Goff balls out next year, no one will be happier than me. That means the Lions are going to win games.
Yes.
I want the Lions to win games.
But you're going to have them then.
But I'll have him, and if he can continue that, fine. But I don't think it's going to happen. I personally don't think it's going to happen.
And you know what, too? If Ben Johnson's what he's supposed to be in terms of hype and how we believe. You like Ben Johnson?
We gonna see.
I like Ben Johnson. I think we saw some stuff out of him last year. But if Ben Johnson's able to be who we think he is, Jared Goff is going to have a little bit of success.
I was told that about the last coordinator too.
Yeah, and about AJ Hinch and the Tigers and all that too. Yeah.
No, AJ Hinch is different.
I don't know that you were told that about Anthony Lynn though.
Yes, we were.
Were we not?
Yes,
the run
we
game.
were.
I think,
God, tell this man.
Yes.
Were we not told that about Anthony? Oh, former head coach.
Yeah.
Now he just has to worry about the offense. Things are going to be great. He was a disaster.
Great guy to have next to Campbell. He's been there before.
Disaster.
The offense. You could find me. I was actually sitting in that chair. Actually, Jeff and I were filling on the morning show, and I said I think the defense is going to be straight. I'm really nervous about the offense though. Partly because of Goff, and obviously the receiver room was a wreck too. But dude, Goff should do well, man. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Coming back, obviously. You have Jameson Williams, speedster, fucking stud. Sorry for dropping another F-bomb. Write that down.
Yeah, I got
You got
it.
DJ Chark, another speedster, 6'4" guy. Don't forget Cephas. Quintez Cephas looked damn good before he went down in Green Bay last year.
Here we go.
He's starting to look a little spicy.
The first Quintez Cephas reset.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
it's
he
early.
did, though.
It's not even Memorial Day yet.
Well, listen,
we're getting hey, you got Quintez Cephas too.
Solid number 2.
Solid number 4 guy.
Yeah.
If we're
Great
talking,
in the room.
If we're talking facts, so like you like to say, if it's facts, it's facts. So Quintez Cephas looked damn good in that Green Bay game, and Green Bay has a solid defense, and Jared Goff is a shitty quarterback throwing to him. It is what it is. But he has that all readily available to him this year. A damn good offensive line. DeAndre Swift. There's no excuses for him to be bad this year. He should be good this year. And that's why I'm expecting 8 to 9 games on this damn schedule.
Yeah.